important. Anytime tí ẹ bá ti ready kí ẹ ṣe, you're free to do.
ẹ ṣeun gan ni sà.
Kò sí
kábíyèsí o.
kò sí kéré kan ẹ lè ṣe kéré. He has been doing it. This is not his first time tí ó ṣe nǹkan sílùú. So méjì òní tó ṣe transformer káàkiri ó sọ fún mi. Èyí náà ó sọ pé ń bọ̀ ní kò sí problem. Whether anytime tẹ bá wá ẹ bá mi. We now choose Wednesday. Pé àwọn we choose Monday fún olóyè àgbààgbà náà ti wà níbí. So that it will not be enemy. And that is why we're here today.
Àgbàlagbà a fẹ́ dá elder people recreation home múlẹ̀ ni nígbà tá a bá ti mọ iye tí wọ́n jẹ́ láti mọ ibi tó ní kálukú wà á lè ṣe ètò tó péye fún wọn. So ètò tá a fẹ́ gbé kalẹ̀ yìí yóò ran local government wa lọ́wọ́, which is our central administrative of Olofa yìí. Torí a nídìí ọmọ Ọ̀fà mélòó ni dókítà tó wà ní Amẹ́ríkà báyìí àti the press of a button ẹ rí gbogbo information yìí lórí kọ̀ǹpútà. Ọmọ Ọ̀fà mélòó ló wà ní age 50 and below ẹ rí gbogbo rẹ̀. So gbogbo ìgbésẹ̀ tá a bá fẹ́ gbé lórí ìdàgbàsókè ìlú kíní tá a fẹ́ dálẹ̀ yìí yóò lè ràn wá lọ́wọ́ torí a ti ní information lóríṣiríṣi tí a lè lò láti fi ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá fẹ́ ṣe. Kò wá ní dúró síbẹ̀ yẹn nìkan torí pé bí mo ṣe sọ síwájú gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá fẹ́ ṣe náà ó dá lórí wípé ní a gbọ́dọ̀ rí owó láti mú ìlọsíwájú bá ìlú. Project tá a fẹ́ gbé kalẹ̀ yìí, we are working in conjunction with National Identification Management Commission, that is NIMC. So gbogbo àwa tí wọ́n ti register sórí platform NIMC gbogbo wa báyìí láti qualify àti gba káàdì ọmọ Ọ̀fà nímí yìí. Káàdì yìí kì í wá ṣe pé káàdì ìdánimọ̀ lásán nìkan ni o. Káàdì yìí tá a bá ní lọ́wọ́ ó dàbí ATM káàdì ni. Tá a bá dé báǹkì tá a bá fẹ́ gbowó a lè lo káàdì yìí ká fi gbowó. Gbogbo ọmọ Ọ̀fà tó bá sì wà ní gbogbo ibi tí wọ́n bá wà láyé yìí they can use it for that same purpose. Gbogbo commission tí báǹkì bá wá ń yọ lórí transaction tí ọmọ Ọ̀fà kọ̀ọ̀kan bá ń ṣe ní gbogbo ibi tí wọ́n bá wà, a percentage of that commission is coming to the community. And this is part of the fund that can be set aside for the development of our community. Eléyìí ń wà láàyè kan báwọn. Nísìnyí aláwọ̀ ọmọ tí wọ́n wà nílé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga káàkiri tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ ṣe project kan tó dá lé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìlú Ọ̀fà àti kí wọ́n mọ wá àgbàlagbà kan tí wọ́n lọ interview àbí kí wọ́n lọ bẹ́ nìkan. Gbogbo eléyìí yóò dìrọ̀rùn tá a bá ti establish database tá a fẹ́ establish yìí. You can be in America, you can be in Australia, you can be anywhere. If we have this information on our server, wherever you are doing your project, you can access it online. Ìtàn Ọ̀fà ni o, ìtàn kíní kan ni o, gbogbo rẹ̀ ni ó wà níbẹ̀ tí ó sì ní sí àríyànjiyàn kan níbi kankan. So this is another opportunity tá a tún ní fún nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe yìí. So eléyìí ni ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n rán wa wá pé ká wá sọ fún kábíyèsí. Àmọ́ a mọ̀ wípé kíní yìí kì í ṣeé ṣe láì jẹ́ wípé ó ní support fún àgbààgbà. Ó ní wọ́n fi ní a gbọ́dọ̀ sọ fún kábíyèsí o torí gbogbo àwọn olóyè ìlú, gbogbo àwọn Ọ̀fà descendant union members, gbogbo àwọn tó bá yẹ kí wọ́n mọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ yìí gbogbo wọn la fẹ́ kí wọ́n ní ọwọ́ sí tán sì bá wa gbárùkù tì. Torí ètò yìí on our part we are ready. Server tí wọ́n fi host kíní platform yìí ó ti wà nílẹ̀ báyìí. Gbogbo nǹkan tá a fẹ́ lò ó ti wà nílẹ̀ báyìí. Àmọ́ a fẹ́ gba go ahead wípé nítọ̀ àwa Ọ̀fà community o, we are fully in support of this your concept by giving us the elite consensus agreement. Tá a bá ti rí eléyìí ń gbà àwa náà continue pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ tá a fẹ́ ṣe. Àmọ́ láìsí agreement yìí kò sí ìgbésẹ̀ kan tá a lè ṣe. So eléyìí dá lórí nǹkan tí ó gbé wa wá bí láàárọ̀ yìí o. Ẹ ṣeun gan ni a dúpẹ́ o. Air Vice Marshal Abdulfatai Olabisi, leader of delegation of the Omo Offa project. This is a unique project designed to provide a form of identification to every of our indigene, wherever they may be in the world. You know, today we live in a digital world. And if you look at the landscape of technological development, you will see that e-governance is gaining traction everywhere, and Nigeria cannot be an exception. Now in Offa, our royal father has a vision that this city will become a digital city by the year 2010. A lot of 2030. A lot of efforts has already been put in for the realization of this project. And the Omo Offa project is part of the efforts that have been put in place to ensure the realization of this. This identity card project is going to be based on the National Identification Management Commission's effort, which already provides national identification number for all Nigerians. So we are pace setters, as you know, because Offa is always in the lead for everything. And the recent pronouncement of local government autonomy by the federal government has further given impetus to the vision of making Offa a digital city. So what we are trying to do now by coming up with this identification project is to ensure that we have a credible database that we allow for effective and transparent planning of all the developmental initiatives in the local government. With this ID card, we will have the demography of the community. We know what is the total population of our indigenes, wherever they may be. You understand how many are children, how many are adults, how many are elderly. And you know, these are the kind of information that is required for us to be able to plan effectively. So our local government, by the special grace of God, will be fully digitalized by the year 2030. So that at the press of a button, whatever information you require about Offa, you will get it in real time and online. That is one of the objectives of this project. Additionally, you see, funding is critical to the success of any project. We are going to do this Offa indigene identification project in conjunction with some banks. And apart from using the card as a means of identification, it can also be used for financial transactions, the same way you use your ATM cards. And wherever of our indigenes may be in the world, whenever they use this card for the financial transaction, a percentage of the proceeds is coming to the local government. This will be a veritable source of income for the local government, which can be used to provide a lot of infrastructural development and other social amenities for the community. So essentially, what we are looking at is for us to be part of the globalization effort for e-governance and to also ensure a better life for our people going forward. We are very satisfied with the response of Kabiyesi. You know, being the royal father of the people, we cannot embark on a project of this magnitude without first of all seeking his royal blessing and consent. Specifically, one of the things that brought us here today is to make sure we have an elite consensus agreement, because we do not want a situation where something of this magnitude will be going on and some people will say that they are not aware something like this is happening. So part of the reasons we are here today is for the Kabiyesi now to help us consult with all the relevant stakeholders in the town in order to get their consent and bring them on board so that they can also give their support to the overall success. As far as we are concerned, this project should have started since yesterday. The only thing that is delaying the project now is for us to have this consensus, elite consensus agreement. Once that is available, all the material requirements for the takeoff of the project is already on ground. So as soon as we have the royal blessing and the support of the stakeholders, I can assure you that immediate effect, it is of course going to cost a lot of money. You see, this is a project that will continue to run throughout as long as of our local government exists. So it is very difficult to put a figure to it at this time that this is how much it will cost. But of course, we know that the financial requirement is quite enormous. But by the special grace of God, we know that it will come to fruition. Inshallah. Uh, and you see, we have to give a lot of credit to the initiator and the prime mover of this project in the person of engineer Dr. Kola Balogun. He is the one that initiated this project, and he has given it his full support. Even all the materials that I talk about is the one providing it. But what we are praying for now is that other well-to-do citizens or indigenes of the town will also come on board and give their support to the overall success